Well, good evening, everybody. It's your host, Sergeant Friday, without a co-host. The last couple of days have been kind of hectic but fun. Just so you know, I did round the sun one complete time on Monday, and I took Monday and Tuesday and had some fun the weekend. And here we are back. I believe today is Wednesday. And Truth Seeker, how are you? How are you, Truth Seeker? And yeah, I figured I'd do a stream even without the co-host. Although he's at least been gracious enough to call in 3 times and cancel. The prick. I think he's butthurt because nobody voted for him for president. Just old Sarge here. I got the vote and I'm keeping it and I'm sticking to it. What else we got here? Let's see here. Huh. Oh, there we are. I'm on the comment screen. Hey, Lucky. How the hell are you? Let me see how we're going on X. See if it's showing on X. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Bang, bang. Who is it? Democrats. We shoot what we oppose. Huh, huh. Going all the way back to Kennedy and Martin Luther King and Lincoln and anybody else that gets in their way. They find it within their heart to pull guns out and shoot at you. It's quite a party. I would be, if I was a Democrat, I would definitely be questioning myself as to what the hell am I supporting. But as you all know, as you listen to the Democrats, especially the ones that support Harris, they sound like Rachel Maddow. They sound like Morning Joe and any other jerk off presentation that they get from the media. They parrot them word for word with the conviction that they're in the know and you're not. It's quite interesting to listen to these fucking people. And as much as just realizing it's amazing with knowledge at your fingertips, just how ignorant these people are. The ignorance is just astounding that they let everybody else tell them what's going on in the world. And man, I just think that's a tragedy, a big tragedy. So, listen, I think I've discovered why. I think there may be something going on in the colleges and in the study rooms, and we're going to check it out right now. Let's see here. What do we got? Here we go.
Steve the dope man was a nigga from round my way. He used to sling that coke, but got hooked on dope on the cold ass Christmas day. He must have been an addict when he caught the whole quarter.
Shall we hear that again? Hang on.
Frosty the dope man was a nigga from round my way. He used to sling that coke, but got hooked on dope on the cold ass Christmas day. He must have been an addict when he caught the whole
quarter. Oh man, that shit is just epic, isn't it? That's why memes and shit are just too funny. It's just fucking off the hook, man. Oh, Frosty the dope man. Well, I don't know. Lucky, I think you liked it, right? Carl, did you like it? So we got Frosty the dope man, but more importantly, I guess you could see what happens in our libraries around college campuses. Oh man, I could listen to that thing 100 times, but I won't torture you folks with that. Frosty the dope man. Oh, folks, it's just too much. Just way too much more fucking fun. Just watching how these people do what they do. Let's see here. We got. Here's something interesting. Now, lo and behold, again, the things that on the surface, sometimes you don't know, but sometimes you do know, and sometimes memes are banned. Yeah. That fucking guy needs to be fucking handcuffed and taken to Gitmo. Let me see here. Here's something interesting too. Listen, this is what I mean by, and I'm sure many of you, maybe some of you saw this, but I think maybe some of you haven't. I think it's worth watching. So here we go.
Well, what we've heard, Jesse, from new whistleblowers who've come forward about this second assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life. And here's what they have told us. That golf course that the president was playing, Secret Service have guarded that course many, many times. And what the whistleblower says is protocol calls for Secret Service to station agents along the places in the course that are known vulnerabilities. I want to emphasize the service has guarded this course many times. They know where there are vulnerabilities. They normally station agents there ahead of Trump's appearance on the course, but they apparently did not do that this last weekend. And the whistleblowers tell me that's strange. That's out of protocol. It's not even clear Secret Service swept the perimeter before Trump took the.
Now, I want to be perfectly clear here, folks. They could not have swept the perimeter when their jack-off co-conspirator fucking media is out there telling you this guy had been there for 12 hours. Huh? He'd been there for 12 hours. And if the Secret Service had done their job, they could have swept the perimeter and either caught him there or at least seen his sniper nest with the backpacks attached to the fence. Imagine that, folks. Yeah, let's not go send out any fucking agents to circle the property that are surrounded by roads and sidewalks, okay? That are blocked off by a chain link fence from these set areas of sidewalks and streets, right? He did. He set up a small camp along the fence. They claim he was there for 12 hours. Yet the Secret Service, in the past, as a normal security detail, sweep the outer perimeter. No, I don't think he had inside help, Carl. I think it's worse than that. I honestly don't think he had inside help. What I think is happening is good people trying to do their fucking job are being directed by criminals. And these criminals have access to the NSA 702 FISA database where they can track every fucking person on Earth in real time. That's what they're using. They're not using some Secret Service line agent, some security detail agent. That's not who they're using. Those people are given instructions that cut their capacity down. They're told, we got a sniper here. You don't need a physical sniper on that roof. And so the detail follows directions. The problem is in the command. It's just like every other agency. It isn't generally the people out in the field. The other day, there was a video of the FBI agents going to talk to somebody about a Twitter post. I mean, good fucking luck with that, you sick motherfuckers. Talking to somebody about what he posted. You want to come my frame? Man, I wish they'd come and have a conversation with me, them stupid motherfuckers. The fuck do they think they are? Guy committed no crime. He made no fucking threats of violence. He just happens to have the same opinion I do. Your superiors and their political fucking cronies are corrupt politicians and corrupt police that are being rewarded by crime cartels. That's the system that's been built around us, and it needs to be taken down by any means necessary. Okay? Obviously, non-violently. But this shit's got to fucking end, man. So just keep in mind, Carl, if you paid attention to anything that went on in the first Trump administration, with how the NSA is able to do what they do. So you don't need an agent on that detail to have snitched that Trump was at that golf course. You just needed somebody with access to the 702 FISA database. And this is why I keep telling you Republicans are as much of your enemy as the Democrats. Okay? Republicans, I mean, look, who started talking about this? Frank Elefante, the guy in Florida with the Elefante. Okay? The guy that traveled with the fucking Barnum and Bailey circus, the guy that traveled with the Great Wallendas. Okay? The guy with a daughter that's dating one of the ancestors of the Great Wallendas. Him and I talk all the time. And he happened to mention this the other day and it struck a fucking chord. The 3 other agencies are the ones doing all the fucking tracking. Okay? They're the ones that are involved in all of this. Then they got the throat of the political cronies like P. Diddy. Right? Now they got P. Diddy. P. Diddy was probably working for the government doing what he was doing. Same thing like Jeffrey Epstein. He was either working for our government or some other government doing what he was doing. All right? Period. End of story. It's incredible the kind of sickness that's been infested into our system, and it's all at the top. These people always make it, they rise. People call it ass kissing. It may look that way to you, but these people aren't kissing anybody's ass. They're destined to be in these positions to subjugate this country and destroy it. That's why you need to elect Trump. And look, I have my issues with Trump, and those that know me from political days know that I have issues with Trump. Legitimate issues, whether you like him or not. That hopefully his 2 near misses with death on this particular campaign are enough to keep him in line to go ahead, and he's not talking about draining the swamp. That to me gives me a little inspiration that maybe he really is going to do it this time. Yeah, well, all they need is an electronic signal to follow you. You know that, Carl. Anybody that knows how our system of security works knows that. All you need is somebody with a wireless device, which by the way, Hezbollah got used against them. They thought they were smarter than the average bear because they got rid of cell phones on the fear of being traced and tracked. So they went to pagers. And the pagers that they bought or were given were somehow supplied by the Israeli fucking Defense Force. And for some reason, I don't know why, about 3,000 of them fucking exploded all at the same fucking time. Unfucking believable. Can you imagine? And here's the thing. The only thing in my opinion, that they did wrong, the only mistake in that entire operation, and I don't know that they could have done it this way, but the only fucking error I find is that when the pagers, and they all went off, the pagers should have gone off at least 2 or 3 times before the detonation, putting the fucking pager pointed right at the person's face. To me, that was the only part of that plan that didn't make it perfectly perfect. Okay? That would have been epic. But they all rang, and when the people went to reach for their pager, they detonated. And that again, that's an awesome fucking military well thought out, planned, carried out, and executed. Right. In reference to what I'm referring to with Trump and his golf course, you didn't need somebody on the inside to say he was going there. You certainly did not need anybody on the inside to know that. Trump could divert from wherever he is now, and he can, what did Bugs Bunny used to say? Make a left at Albuquerque. And they would know the minute he made the left at Albuquerque, he was going somewhere else. And then they could deduce where his final destination was going to be, right? I got a smartphone. I need one for business. I have to have a smartphone. I actually have 2 of them. One never leaves the home. And the interesting thing is, is I suspect that the one that they actually are more aware of than any other phone is the one that doesn't leave the house. So if people are fucking watching me, they're probably asking themselves, how could this guy never leave home? It's constantly just plugged in here waiting. Yeah, these 702 searches are a fucking tragedy. The fact that the Republicans, again, re-upped it. Look at the other thing, too, and this is something that people need to be aware of. He had a meeting scheduled with the Speaker of the House. Am I not mistaken about that? Didn't Trump have a meeting scheduled with the Speaker of the House? They were going to, and they actually got together. Does anybody know that to be true? Because that's my understanding of the situation. That guy could have snitched out that he was going there. I mean, you can't discount Republicans' involvement, folks. That's the point I want to make. And I hope this time Trump trusts less and less political scumbags that are in the fucking system. Vance is very new, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But any politician, and I don't know exactly if Vance got supported by Trump to win his seat, or if Vance got supported by the Republican Party to get his seat. And I'm remiss to look because I'm afraid what I'll find. But I hope that Vance actually was, got support from Trump to get that seat, and then eventually become the nominee for vice president. let's see, Trump needs supermajority to make long-term changes. Right? No, I agree. So that thing with Senator Hawley, let me finish this. I think that's who that is. Yeah, it is.
To the course, also a breach of protocol, and they want to know why, and so do I. I think the Secret Service deserves to give us answers.
We're hearing conflicting reports about who fired off those rounds at Ruth. Was it a guy sweeping the perimeter during the round, or was it the advance team who was a hole ahead? Do we have any understanding of what the truth is there?
I don't think we do yet. Certainly I don't. And again, the Secret Service, the FBI, DHS have not been forthcoming on this. Jesse, I want to emphasize we are over 2 months, of course, since Butler. Do you know that the Secret Service still has not given congressional investigators the documents and evidence we have been asking for 2 months? 2 months since Trump was shot in the face. Now he has been shot at, or nearly so, again, and still Secret Service is stonewalling right down to this hour. I mean, what is going on?
Just so you know, folks, that statement by Hawley is why I keep telling you that if you know how the system works, you could see that where the corruption comes in at the top and how good everyday Americans, whether they fucking like Trump or not, are going to do the job. But the big thing with any security detail, any military type operation, any law enforcement type operation is you have to follow what the commanders and those in charge tell you to do. Okay? You have to be a good soldier. You have to be an exceptionally good soldier to become a Secret Service agent. And you're going to do what you're told. And it's in that way that this corruption is being done to us. Right? The guys that run the EPA, the guys that run the DOJ, the guys that run, okay? And yeah, there's a couple of people down inside the line like Vidmans or Jack Smiths. There's definitely some of them scattered throughout the system. But it's generally those that are at the top that are where all the criminal corruption is. The child trafficking, the drugs, the fentanyl, the immigration, are coming from people that lead these agencies and direct these agencies. That's what needs to be cleaned out. They all need to be just cleaned right out. And I don't think you should promote from the ranks, to be very honest with you. My idea is if Trump gets into office, I wouldn't name an attorney general at all. I would empower the military to investigate the Department of Justice and the FBI. Not as the president of the United States, I'd make that demand of my military fucking courts and my military justices to look at the fucking courts that are underneath me. The ones I'm directly responsible for, which is the FBI and the DOJ. Those are exclusive executive branch officers. They were stood up for the executive branch. Okay. And so in that respect, I would absolutely bring in military people that are lawyers. You know, a lot of people know about the TV show JAG. They're called JAG. And maybe there's other names for them. And I would have them go through, especially the pertinent cases related to any false accusations made and any false accusations being attempted prosecutions or even prosecutions, not against just Trump, but against every single fucking person that DOJ has gone after. And I would dig into it all. Not military police in our government. No, not military police. Not at all. No. I would promote somebody from within inside the military legal department to come over into the Department of Justice. That's what I would do. All right. And I would look for the most respectable, the most unquestionable, okay? The most, he don't give a fuck who you vote for kind of guy, and put him in charge of that Department of Justice and just go right through it like a piranha goes through a piece of fucking meat. And I would do the same thing in the FBI. I'd get rid of Christopher fucking Wray and I'd find one of the fucking, on a temporary assignment, I'd assign temporarily a general of the Marines or the general or fucking an admiral in a fucking Navy, somebody. If not somebody of a high rank, because that's really where the corruption is. Somebody that's on the edge of a high rank, that's worked their way up, that's unimpeachable, and put them in fucking charge of the FBI temporarily while you seek a nominee, because you aren't allowed to do that. I would do the same thing with the Department of Justice. I mean, there's so many things that you can do as a president, and agencies and departments that are directly under your purview. They're under your command. In the military, the Department of Justice, the FBI. That falls under the direct command of the President of the United States. I would suggest if there's any advisors around him that would be a course of action that would actually change the whole fucking nature of the country. You get them areas cleaned out, man. And we're talking about saving the country, because that's where our enemy is. Our enemy has entrenched themselves at the top. Hi, all over here on Twitter. And these people at the top need to be removed. It's a mess, our government. Very sad. It's a despicable mess. And look I can't stand anybody that votes Democrat, because the minute you vote Democrat, there's only one or two things that are happening. You're willfully ignorant, okay? Or you just hate everybody that doesn't agree with you. And that's to me what the Democratic Party really is. We shoot what we oppose, bang, bang. Who is it? Democrats. They killed Malcolm X. They killed Martin Luther King. They killed John F. Kennedy. They shot Reagan. They shot at Trump. They killed Bobby Kennedy. They killed Abraham Lincoln. Democrats. You're the fucking murderous pieces of shit. Then you want to fucking torture our kids. You want to have limits on what people can say in public? Then telling a 6 or 7-year-old they're not a boy, they're a girl. You should be fucking incarcerated for that. Talk about misinformation. How about convincing the public that fucking Russia just invaded Ukraine? When in fact, we started the war with Russia. We caused that fucking conflict with Russia. We went back on our word. We helped coup out under a color revolution a government that was pro-Eastern, pro-Russian. Those countries were getting along. Even if it was begrudgingly. Russia didn't invade Ukraine to own Ukraine and make it part of a Soviet Union. They invaded Ukraine as a fucking response against the Ukrainian government bombing 2 Russian-speaking fucking provinces that border Russia directly. They were dropping artillery on their fucking heads constantly, killing kids and women and men and blowing up fucking businesses and homes. The Ukrainians were doing that to their own people that want to secede, that wanted to vote to secede to the Russian, to become a Russian country, to join Russia. That's what that war was about. That's what started it. And the Donbass regions, they wouldn't even have seceded if it weren't for the coup that NATO and the Western powers placed inside of the government of Ukraine. Don't you guys remember during the first election? Biden goes over there and tells the guy, I'm not going to give you $1 billion unless you fire this prosecutor. The very same prosecutor that was going to prosecute his son in Burisma, okay, that now his son has been caught of taking bribes from Ukraine and China and others, and he's not going to jail for that. He's going to go to jail for not paying taxes on that money. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? It's insane. It's insane how fucking high up the fucking ladder these criminals in our government have become. All right, what else have we got here? Some bookmarks. Let's see. All right, so we did the Senator Hawley there. More bookmarks. Please. I did this. Kamala Harris posted. She posted. Let's see if it comes up. Let's see here. She posted something about. Oh, here it is. On average, it costs $40,000 to start a new business. And the current tax deduction for a startup is just $5,000. That holds interpreters back. My economic plan will expand the tax deduction to startups to $50,000 so they can reach their full. So here's what I said. Democrats eat house pets. People are next. Vote Trump 2024. Go Kamala. Oh, man. And that doesn't need to be evaluated. It needs to be eliminated, man. We need a lot of these people that have been invested in those bureaucracies for decades. We need them out. They need to be forced into retirement. And then you need to start hand-picking replacements, and they need to meet certain criteria. And if they cross the line of that criteria, they forfeit their fucking job. I'd rewrite the fucking rules and the regulations for these positions too. Because it's bullshit, man. Look what this guy, the DOJ is all over every single case that involves Trump. And every single one of those cases, folks, you see they keep getting dismissed. They keep being dismissed. They're all bullshit cases. You should never have been brought. They sent the FBI to Mar-a-Lago with a shoot order if needed. If needed, they could have shot people in that raid. Yeah, and you got a jerk off like Jack Smith. That actually is just, here we go. Trump needs to close all of these unnecessary departments. Send them remaining deportation. Yeah, I'd send them back to the countries that they fucking let all these immigrants come from. That's what I would recommend. That would be a great course of action for Trump to take, because oh yeah, that's another one too. The people that represent the black people of the Teamsters Union, the Black Caucus chair questions union leadership for withholding presidential endorsement. Here's my reply to that: these house slaves need to keep you field slaves in check. Crack. You guys know what that means, right? Crack. That's that old whip fucking coming down on you. That's what you all need. You need that whip to come down on you. And that's what the black leaders in the union are doing. Just like the black people in the media and the black people in the fucking government. They're cracking all of us with a whip. No different than they did back in the day when they were in the mansions living with the master. They're doing it now today on a greater scale with greater rewards. And they're doing it not just to people of color. They're doing it to every single person that disagrees with them. That's what makes the Democratic Party a sycophant fucking party. And I don't accept any excuse. Well, we were taught to vote Democrat. Well, you were taught to motherfucking read, weren't you? Right? I was taught not to smoke, and I'm a smoker. Give me that fucking boy. You're gonna rest on your fucking law. You're gonna blame your mom and fucking dad for your ignorant choices, you stupid motherfuckers. I don't care what you were told to do. How many of you were told not to make a baby before you were fucking married? Probably all of you fuckers. And you did it anyway. And I'm supposed to accept that? Well, I was taught to vote. I don't give a fuck. You whiny fucking victimized piece of shit. Taught to vote Democrat. Man, just slap somebody's black people so hard they'll look Indian from the red imprint I leave on their fucking head. Cut that shit the fuck out. Read. The media takes the view. Yeah, they amplify the fucking smallest voice and give it the loudest fucking bullhorn in the world. And then eventually people are convinced there's more of them than there really is, right? Oh my God. Here's something else too. I'll play this just so you know. I don't know who this guy is, but he did come up with a song. So let's see. Screen share. Share it. Play it.
Up and down, counting out, smiling through the taste of blood in my own mouth. I got bruises and broken bones, but they don't know I ain't in this ring alone. I'm a fighter. No one can say that I'm a running hider. I was born to be a do-or-dyer, a make-it-righter. Don't throw that towel just yet. Don't cash in that last bet, 'cause I hit harder when I'm tired. I'm a fighter. I get back up, that's what I do. I didn't soldier on this far just to lose. So take your shot, is that all you got? I'm a fighter. No one can say that I'm a running hider. I was born to be a do-or-dyer, a make-it-righter. Don't throw that towel just yet. Don't cash in that last bet. 'Cause I hit harder when I'm tired. Yeah, I'm a fighter. Oh, no one can keep me down. They didn't know, but they know now. That I'm a fighter. No one can say that I'm a running hider. Don't cash in that last bet. Don't throw that towel just yet. I'm a fighter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that boy Cletus is he ain't in here. Here, I'll give you a link there, Twizzle. And he's given me 3 notices in a row this week. I gotta check that fucking Trump and see what Trump would do when someone calls off 3 days in a row. I think it might be one of those apprentice deals where you're fired. Anyway, anybody can click that link and come up. Twizzle stick. Oh, we got an excuse. Twizzle stick. All right, let me see here. I had something else. Random. Yeah, no. Call Boozy. I did that. All right, here's one, folks. What is the difference between a vitamin and a hormone? What is the difference between a vitamin or a hormone? You can't make the vitamin moan. Hee 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 hee. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's too fucked up. Let's see here. Teamsters withhold endorsement despite Trump support. Haitian protest at Trump's long. Yeah, there's a protest there. There's like 6 people outside. Unbelievable. Trump is on his way through the city in Uniondale, and thousands of New Yorkers have lined the streets to see him. No wonder he believes he can win New York. Donald J. Trump is in a position to win every single state. Any state with a large black population is going to stick it right to the Democrats. And even though they're going to get a large black vote, the Democrats, okay? And I'll give you proof of this. This is on, I'm going to give you numbers. And these numbers are what I said weeks ago, okay? I said weeks ago, Trump will get 20 to 40% of the vote, okay? And on the low end, he'll pick up 20% plus keep the original 8% he had. Now, if anybody wants to go through and fact check my videos, that's what you're going to find. Guess what the newest fucking information is? Joe Biden got 92% of the black vote. Trump got 8%. Kamala Harris is polling. She is polling with 71% of the black vote, and the rest are going for Trump. That's exactly what I've been saying, that the black Americans are fucking sick of it, that the invasion of the fucking illegal immigrants are what's broken the camel's back, and these people in these inner cities that have never gotten what they've been promised, that have taken an abuse for the last 50 or 60 years. Finally, the Democrats went a bridge too fucking far. And these people are livid, man. Livid. Imagine paying $7, $8 for a dozen eggs. On any of these things, man. Candy. I was at the store today and I said to the cashier, I said, you know, the funny thing about a candy bar is it used to be the chump change you would throw at your kid at the checkout line to shut them up. Mom, you get me again. Today, to get a fucking candy bar, I said, you literally need a job to afford a candy bar. The cashier started laughing. She goes, you know, you're right. That's fucked up, she said. I said, yeah. And there were people in line. I go, and you know why that is? She goes, why? I go, because too many people are still too stupid and they vote Democrat. That's why. And I just turned and walked right out of the fucking store. You got to be fucking kidding me. It's $2 for a candy bar? That's just the normal size, which isn't even the normal size candy bar I grew up with. They've shrunk over the years. So if you want a candy bar that's a little bigger than what I used to buy as a kid, that's $3 and something cents. A regular candy bar was $1.87 today. That's fucking crazy, man. When I grew up, they were 15 cents. A Milky Way bar, a Snickers bar, right? Remember those Charleston Chews? No matter how much of a hound you were with candy with them bitches just slowed you down. Them Charleston Chews would just be like, damn, man. You're just honking down on one of them things. Unbelievable. All right, listen. I'm going to show you all something. And let me just see how this is going to work out. All right, let's see if this fucking presents. This shit's stupid fucking funny. All right, let's see what we got here. Screen share to window. Here it is. Let's see how this shares. That moment when you finally realize she's not sitting on a sofa. I saw it and I lost my mind because, yeah, that's a woman sitting on it. But no, that is not a woman on a sofa. Cletus would have loved this picture. That fucking nut. That shit is insane, bro. Can you imagine? Holy fuck. Give me some candy bars, honey. No. Listen, just her running momentum would be unstoppable. So I don't know anybody brave enough to date a girl that big, okay? But, you know, you do you, boo. That shit is crazy. Yeah, she looks like she's sitting in a big-ass comfortable chair. But hell no. That's all her. Holy fuck. As a matter of fact, I probably ought to send this picture to Cletus. Hang on, I'm going to try to get a screen picture here. Okay. I sent that off there to Lollipop Girl. What don't you get? That's her ass behind her. The sides of her are her thighs, and down below you see her feet. That's her. Can you imagine? Are you body shaming that fat bitch? No, I'm pointing out a fact. That's one fat bitch right there. And you know, I don't know how else you describe that. She's cellulose fucking dependent. I don't know. How the fuck do you not say that it just ain't a fat bitch? I don't get it. Body shaming. I don't buy any of that. Body shaming, color shaming. I ain't programmed to accept that kind of bullshit. Hell no. Hell no. That is one big ass bitch. Good God. Good God. I gotta get that off the screen. It's disturbed me. Totally fucking disturbed with this one. Let's see. Stop the screen. Somebody stop that screen. Stop sharing. Yeah. Oh, okay. I also got the stupid thing on my There it is. Get rid of that thing. Yeah, she is. Look at in some people's eyes, that type of build is a 10. I don't begrudge that person nor the other person that finds that extraordinarily attractive and appealing. I don't find any problem with the two of them. I mean, that's perfectly fine. I wouldn't stop the woman from moving around and performing her daily life. I wouldn't get and ridicule her and try to defame her and embarrass her in public. I don't know who that woman is. But, I mean, the fact is that picture was put up on the internet with her knowledge, obviously. And so based on just that picture, not knowing who it is and with nothing that I say going to affect her life, that is one fat motherfucker right there. So, and I bet you she'd laugh too. Yeah, like go around the world and see how prevalent diabetes is. These diseases we all suffer from in America are some of them are uniquely American, especially in the quantity of people affected by it. All right, let me see if I can broadcast this one. Hang on. Share screen. Look at this is New York City. You try one. I'll start it off. West Compton Street. Oh, it didn't even present. Stupid thing. Hang on. This is New York City, folks. He's had a rally tonight saying what I've been saying for a while. All of these deep blue states are in trouble. And I don't mean in trouble because Trump has a chance to win. They're in trouble. Hang on. All right, Trump, shut up with your music. They're in trouble because the citizens are just sick and tired of it. That's why they're in trouble. They've overplayed their hand. And then, they got down to the last two puppets. And the last two puppets that they had in the bag were Joe Biden and Kami a la fucking Harris. And the population universally agrees on many things that are more important than abortion or fucking your gender. Mainly your ability to fucking afford something to rent to put a roof over your head. Maybe possibly the cost of fucking food. How about the cost of fucking utilities? I get a utility bill today for $484. My utility bills are usually between $139 and $160, we'll say. It's just me. It's just me here. Yeah, I run an air conditioner, but again, there's nobody running in and out of the fucking house all day. All the things you would have with kids or other people that would live with you, a significant other or what have you. And how does my bill jump up $300 fucking dollars? I think the meter read, I sent them in a meter read. I think that's kind of my fault, but this really happens to people though. You got to worry about keeping a light on in your house because you don't want the electric bill to go up a couple of more dollars. That might be the difference between you and a fucking candy bar. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I've banned a few people in this chat too, but all know how I am. I'm a fucking nutcase, and I don't really give a rat's fuck. Ain't nothing I'm doing out here is for me. I ain't here for nobody's fucking change. I don't need your fucking. I don't even need your dollar bill. I don't want nothing from nobody. But I don't mind coming out here and reminding 5.62 billion fucking assholes that you need to stop being assholes and start doing the right thing for each other. I didn't think you were on. Sorry. Yeah, I've been gone for a couple of days, but I've also got cancellation notices for a couple of days. 3 days now, actually, from Cletus. So I'm gonna, like I said, I have to call that fucking show The Apprentice and see what to do. Yeah, the ones that want you to tolerate their opinion are the fucking very opinions that there's, okay, fuck it. You want to cut your shit off, great. But don't talk to my kid about it when they're 6. No tolerance. They got to get it. And you can't give them an inch because there's no such thing as taking a mile. They want every fucking thing. They want to covet everything that you are. They want to control and covet and fucking dominate what you do, what you say, what you think, where you go, when you go, blah, 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 blah. Man, if I had a hand big enough, I'd slap every fucking Democrat in this country all at the same fucking time. What a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers in that party. Not to say our party, our people in charge here are just as fucking bad, but the concepts and the arguments that we fight for are good for everybody. Not billionaires. They claim we're the billionaire party. Really? Really? Go look at what the fuck that one guy said, that Chris Cuomo, when he went to the Democratic National Convention and told you that all those fucking seats up top are fucking $500,000, $1 million fucking booths. And they're all looking down on the common person that can't even afford to get in the fucking staircase in them places. The Democratic Party, not to say the Republicans don't suck the dick of the wealthy either, because they do. That shit needs to stop, man. Everyday people like us. Okay, that's why I'm saying I think America should push for a federal election tax. And anybody that wants to run for federal office is funded by the tax. Nobody else. None of these fucking ancillary fucking groups on the outside can fund any particular candidate. They can push a particular issue, gun control, abortion, whatever they want, but not mention or support or pushed for the benefit of any candidate. That should be fucking stopped. And we should pay a minute percentage in tax on everything we fucking buy. Yeah, we knew, but you know, you got to give the guy, some of these people, credit where credit's due, even when you don't like the messenger, right? Even if you don't like the messenger, sometimes you got to just look past that. But, you know, again, that's why I named the stream what I did. We shoot what we oppose. Bang, bang. Who is it? Democrats. These fucking people are crazy. We need guns to protect ourselves from them at the very fucking least. Democrats in the states where you don't need bail. Punch your fucking woman in the face and get out with no bail because you're poor. What the fuck is that shit all about? I'm sure you, but you're pro-woman. I support women's right to choose. No, you support the slaughter of babies, you sick fuck. Why don't you support the right for women to say no to sex? To say no, we should wait. Why don't you push that kind of fucking education on people? Or let's make sure we have birth control. Can we stop at Rite Aid on the way home? There's a million fucking conversations you could teach people to have with each other. No, fuck that. Bend over, bitch. I got it coming. It's insane. And then you want to talk about all of the fucking sex and all of the fucking changes and fetishes and like every gender, folks, that they claim, every gender is a sexual act of some sort or another. It's either a fetish, right? A sexual act or the rejection of sexual acts. That's what they've defined gender to be. It's all about sex with these fucking people. And look I am not complaining about sex. I'm not a prude. I've done all kinds of shit in bed, but it ain't nobody's business. And I'm not going to get up here in detail and fucking share it with you. What the fuck? And it shouldn't be told to children. So, you know, it's man, what a fucking chaotic world we live in. They're obsessed with sex and hate. Sex and hate. They hate America. I'm telling you, these are the people we battled in the Civil War. And they've recruited all of these people under false pretenses. The very people that call you racist. Because, you know, it's like I said, I'm glad Trump brought up cats and fucking dogs. Because what ended up happening for that was all of a sudden people are realizing there's 20,000 people imported into a town of 58,000. How the fuck does that work? I don't know about you folks, but my 2-seater Corvette, okay, ain't got room for 6 more fucking people. The car was built to handle 2 fucking people. That's the equivalent of a town built to house 58,000 suddenly getting 20,000 immigrants. Holy fuck. Husband got a new boss 9 months ago and was let go Thursday without cause. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, anyhow, folks, we got a couple minutes left. I did put a link in earlier, but who knows? But anybody that knows me, I do rant, I do rave. I'm very opinionated. I can be fucking quite the fucking jerk off, the dick, the asshole, the fucking prick, whatever you want to call me. I fit the fucking bill. That's why you can't insult me with name calling, because in some way, shape, or form, somewhere in your litany of attacks and insults, there is truth, and I'm one to accept what is real, and not let it fucking bother me. What are you gonna do? What the fuck? Oh, I do have a horrible fucking pinched nerve in my fucking back by my shoulder. Damn. I think I slept wrong. At least I hope it wasn't a headlock that fucking one-armed bitch put me in. But anyway, folks, back to the show. See, that's why I need someone like Cletus in here. They'd catch that and laugh. Right? Laughter inspires laughter. We all need laughter. Go live over there on Rumble. What about you YouTubers? Anything out there? Dang, Heidi. I don't know what to say. Got a new boss. Let go without cause. Not what I do in my bedroom is my business too. I demand parades on public streets to proclaim my degeneracy. Yeah. I try thinking to myself, I should be nice, kind, or soft, or be, put on the act like the fucking, what is that guy? A convict's thoughts, harsh, and all of these other fucking piddly fuck dildo fucking headed. We're going to collect pennies. And you collect enough pennies, it adds up to real money. Don't get me wrong. You probably can earn a good income by playing a fucking role like that. But I earned a good income. And I'm a very good income. So, let's see here. We hope I appreciate that there, Heidi. Unless anybody wants to throw something in the comments for me to comment on, I'm probably going to wind this down. You got knots in your, well, not my back, back of my shoulders, behind my neck, stuff like that. Well, see, that guy is a horrible boss. He's a horrible boss. I'll tell you the best way to direct traffic is in the direction it's traveling. Okay. That's the most effective way to direct traffic. Okay. And when you work with people, how you extrapolate that to being working with people is whatever talents and skills a particular person has, especially if they have the capacity to meet or exceed your own, you encourage them to take that fucking role. And you use that person in a productive way that's both satisfying to them and satisfying to the company. That's how you manage people. My folks don't even act like they got a boss because they don't. I in no way, shape, or form boss anybody around. And they've got free reign. I may peek in and say, hey, how's it going? And look to see what's getting done or what hasn't gotten done. But they're under no time constraints. They determine how long it's going to take. The whole 9 yards, man. And I've had a lot of people work for me over the years. And there's quite a few people that actually can work in that environment. And they're, especially I'm in the trades, and especially in the trades, when you got a really good worker, the last thing you want to do is control him like under your thumb. Because if that's what you're looking to do because you're the boss, then you're not a boss at all. You're a fucking egomaniac that needs to be, I don't know, sweeping floors. Yeah, I would too there, Carl. Yeah, I've had union workers come, and in my trade, it's production pays. And union workers, they're limited to the amount of work they can do per day in some fields. You know, and in a car factory, everything on the belt is designed to move at a certain speed. So you put on so many doors a day, blah, 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 blah. You know, I mean, these machines are used to accommodate a union rule where, you know, anybody that wants to be productive. I had a buddy go work for the post office and he fixed 3 vehicles the first day, the first few hours he was there on the first day. And the shop foreman came by and said, whoa, slow down, slow down. We're not here to crank them out like they're, you know, they're paying customers. And he's like, but they were simple. He goes, it's still, he says, you know, slow it down. And my buddy ended up quitting and opening up his own car shop. And he was very successful, which is what, you know, that's what eventually happens to people that have skills. And that's what makes America so much different. But anyway, folks, I gave you 56, 57 minutes. But yeah, I'm tired, and I appreciate y'all coming in. I apologize for my absenteeism. There's another reason why I probably can't fire Cletus for his absenteeism, because we was both absent. I wants to talk with a different boss because I'm talking to a different crowd. Yeah, I want to be Kamala. In the end, you have a good night too, Twiz, Heidi, Carl, whoever else is in here. I can't get all your names, but everybody be good, be safe, have fun. And I'm going to take the car out for a rip. Maybe that'll relax my shoulder. Probably not, but we're going to give it a shot.